So listen, this is the first link, that is www.kaggle.com. From kaggle.com you have to download your dataset. So click on this. After this, see the left hand side. We shows the dataset. Click on the dataset. Okay. Here so many datasets are present. Suppose I want the Titanic dataset. Right here, Titanic. Here, see the first two headings. First is Titanic. Second is also Titanic. Suppose I'm downloading the first one. So click on these three dots. Click on download. This is how we have downloaded the dataset. I have already downloaded. That's why I'm not clicking on the download button. Okay. After that, from downloads, you have to copy that dataset into D drive, which I have already did. So I am showing you my dataset. Click on this PC and this D drive. See the dataset. Name of dataset is train. This one. Okay, this is a CSV file. Now I am opening this dataset. Till I will open my Jupyter notebook. Okay. Suppose I am opening my Jupyter notebook from Anaconda prompt. Click on Anaconda prompt. Just wait. After installing this Anaconda, my laptop is see the dataset. What happened with this? It's not responding. Okay, now see, this is the dataset which we have downloaded from the kaggle.com. This contains the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Total 12 columns are there, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is known as rows. In pandas, we will known as it as index. Instead of calling rows, we will call it as a index. So 1, 2, 3, these are the rows. That means these are the index. So total how many indexes or rows are there? See, this is very big data set. It contains the 882 rows or 882 index and 12 columns. Okay, now open the prompt. Here we have copied that data set into D drive. So here you have to give the path of D drive. So write down D colon. You have to enter it. After that, you have to open a Jupyter notebook. Jupyter space notebook. Enter. While opening a Jupyter notebook, it will take few moments till we have to wait because no other option is there. This is how the Jupyter notebook is opened. See, by default path of a Jupyter notebook is C drive. See this first line, but I have given the D drive path. Okay, you can give path of any drive. Now see, this is a home page of Jupyter notebook. See, right hand side of a screen. New is there. Click. You have to click on new. After clicking on new, it will display the menu which contains the text file folder terminal. You have to wait till when it will display a Python 3. After displaying a Python 3, this one you have to click on Python 3. Okay, this is a your new page. Okay, now before starting anything, you have to import OS. You have to import your pandas. So how to import OS? You have to give a command that is import OS, and you have to give command for importing pandas. Import pandas as a PG. So I'm doing this import OS, then import pandas as PG. Suppose I want to import NumPy also, which is one of the important libraries from Jupyter or from Python. So for importing NumPy, you have to write down import NumPy as NP. You can give any variable. Click on run. Now, next step is what? Next step is suppose I want to read a data set which we have saved onto D drive. That is, we have to read the CSV file. There is one command for reading the CSV file. That is df is equals to read. Sorry, df is equals to pd dot read underscore name of file is trade. Sorry, our file type is CSV. So here you have to write down CSV. In bracket, you have to write down the file name, that is train.csv. Okay, click on the run. Now for displaying this data set, you have to write down dn. You can use any variable name. So this is our train data set which we, okay, total 891 rows and 12 columns are there that we have already counted. Okay, now Now suppose I want to display top 5 index from this dataset. Okay, only top 5 dataset. So for displaying top 5 dataset or for displaying top 5 index, I have to give command that is df dot head. Head means top. Suppose I want to display 10 index from the starting. So here I have given the number 10. After that, click on the run. Now see how many indexes are displayed. 0 to 9. That means total 10 indexes are displayed from the given dataset because we have given the command that is df.head in bracket 10. Suppose I want to display only 3 rows or only 3 index. In that case, you have to write down df head in bracket 3. Okay. See, 3 data sets are there. Now we will match with the given data set, whether it is true or false. What is age of first customer? 22, right? Age of second customer is 32. And age of third customer is 26. Now see the age column. 22, 38 and 26. See this one. 22, 38 and 26. That means it shows the or it will display the right content. Suppose I want to display only bottom 3 records from the given dataset. So in that case, you have to write down df tail 3. After running this code, it will display only bottom 3 records or bottom 3 index from the dataset. Okay, now suppose I want to display bottom 10 records. So write down df dot tell in bracket 10. Click on 10. So it will display the top bottom 10 records from the given dataset. See the IDs 881, 882, 883, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the next thing. Suppose I want to calculate the mean, deviation, sum, count, all the information from the given dataset. So for calculating this, I have to give one command. Just a minute, I will tell you what should be the command. So your command is dot describe. Click on the run. It will display the count, mean, standard, minimum value, and maximum value from the given dataset. That is, it is summary of your dataset. Count means how many total passengers are there. Then second column is for how average. Mean means average. So it will display the average mean from the given column. So here is second term, that is mean. Next is standard. Then next is minimum. Minimum is what is the minimum value from that particular column. Then it will display that minimum value for that column. Then 25%, then 50%, then 75%, and lastly is maximum value. from the given dataset. So this is your command which shows the count, mean, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value from the given dataset. Okay. Now suppose I want to display the all data types which are used in this particular dataset. For that, one command is there, that is dtype. Df dot dtype. Click on the run. Spelling mistake is there. Okay. Dtype means df means it displays the data types which are used in this dataset. Dataset column name passenger ID having a type integer. Survived is of type integer. P class is of having type integer. Name is of having type object. Likewise, it will display the all data types which are used in this particular dataset. For that, one command is there. The command name is df.dtypes. Df is your variable name. You can use any variable name. Okay. Now see the next one. Now suppose I want to display how many nulls are present. For that, you have to write down print df dot is null function dot sum. This is a command which displays the total null value from the given dataset. Okay. The command is that print in bracket df dot is null dot sum. Okay, click on run. Passenger ID column name passenger ID which contains the zero null value. Survive is also contains the zero null value. P class is also contains the zero null value. Name is also having zero null value. Sex is also have the zero null value. Then age means total 177 passenger has not enter their age. That is, it is a null value. SIP SP having zero. That means it contains the zero null value. Parch is also having the zero. Ticket is zero. Fare is zero. Now see the next term, that is cabin. Cabin contains the total 687 records which is a null. And last one is embark, which are the total two entries which is having value as a null. So these are the values which are null. Column while records. Okay, this is a command for displaying the null values. Now suppose I want to display the total number of rows and total number of columns from the given dataset. For this, I will give the command, that is print in bracket means it will display the total number of rows. And next is print in bracket df dot column. It will display the total number of columns. After this, click on the run. 819, which is a first display, that is, it shows the 891 record or 891 rows are present in the given dataset and columns are 12. Which columns are there? Index means passenger ID, survived, P class, First one is index. Index means row. Okay. And these 12 are the columns. So here in bracket, column names are displayed. Passenger ID, survive, P class, name, text, age, SIB, SC, year, ticket, fare, cabin, MR, G type as an object. Okay, we will count how many columns are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So total 12 columns are there. So this is a command for displaying the number of rows and columns from the given dataset. Now see one more command. Suppose I want to display all information regarding this particular dataset. I am typing df.info function. Okay, click on the run. Now see how the use of this info function. The class pandas.core.frame.data frame range index 891 entries 0 to 890. Data columns are total 12 columns. So columns are passenger ID, survived, P class, all these 12 columns. And see the not null count. And okay, this is the use of info command. Also here it displays the size of this particular dataset, that is EP 7.7 KB. This is a file size. Now all of you have to perform this practical onto your laptop, okay? And after that you have to share your screen. Now listen. To remove null values from the given data set, we have to use suppose we are using one of the method, that is fill name method. For example, df dot cabin is one of our column name. Suppose we want to remove the null values from the column name cabin. For that I am writing df dot cabin is equals to df dot cabin dot fill na. This is the name of method for removing the null values. And in brackets, suppose I am writing unknown. And after that I am writing print df dot is null dot sum. That is I am writing the method for removing the null values. Now see the cabin. Here previously cabin contains the null values as a 187 something count. But now after this it is showing count as a 0. This is how we are removing the null values from the given column. Okay. Now try for this one.